Bob joins us now with On the Sidelines. Now, Bob, the Lancers are in a really good position with playoffs just around the corner.
They really are. They beat Ottawa on the road last week, which was really big. Now, I got to show you this play. Here's a play that puts them in a good position heading into the playoffs and into the last weekend of the regular season.
Shades of their game against Laurier as that punt is blocked. No one can find it. Copeland racing for it into his own end zone. Noah Avery doesn't want to pick it up. He's just going to try to kick it out of bounds. Is that recovered in time? It absolutely is.
Oh my God, just drop on the ball. No? Ottawa players decide to try and play soccer. Well, that didn't go well, did it? Zach Talbot gets rewarded for his determination. That was a total momentum shifter in that game, which propelled the Lancers to victory. They now have 4 wins on the season heading into their final regular season game at Queens this weekend.
We were down by 1 point. At that point, it was 7-6 Ottawa. So it gave us a good boost, get the boys going instead of being down. You know, we got the lead, and we pretty much turned it around after that.
He set the tone for the whole game. It was such an explosive play. It ignited the entire sideline. And for it to come to a player that's been working and grinding, it's well-deserved, and I know everyone was really happy for him.
Wowzer. Now, how's that for a hit by Ryan Connolly of the St. Clair football team? He dropped the hammer. The Saints struggled against the Sioux Cougars in their OFC final or semifinal. That's okay, though. A bad week of practice translated on the field. They are now laser-focused after that one and will host the Hamilton Hurricanes for the championship Saturday at Acumen Stadium.
Yeah, definitely. Like yesterday, we had a very, very good practice, and that was very important for the beginning of the week. So plan on having a really good practice tonight, really good practice tomorrow, then really good walkthrough on Friday, then we should be ready for Saturday.
Okay, so Bob, let's talk the Windsor Spitfires, the defenseman that we have leading OHL in scoring.
Yeah, this is something we haven't seen since 2011 with Ryan Ellis, who was a star defenseman back in the day. That's right, a defenseman leading the OHL in scoring. Carson Woodall, 15 points, no goals. He tried really hard last weekend to get his first goal this season, driving hard to the net, but he ended up getting an assist on Jack Nesbitt's goal in overtime in that loss against Oshawa. He's the only defenseman in the top 20 in scoring in the OHL. Woodall has had 3 goals and 38 assists in 66 games last season.
Kind of crazy, kind of focused on winning, more happy about the Spitfires being at the top of the standings list than I am with the stats list. So as long as we're winning, it doesn't matter if I have 0 and 10 or 15 and 10. So yeah, I mean, just happy about how the season's going so far.
And the season is going well so far. The Spits are 9-1-1, which is the tops in the Ontario Hockey League. Liam Greentree, J.C. Lemieux, and John McLaughlin have been out of the lineup. Greentree returns for a 3-game from a 3-game suspension, for a home-and-home series against the Sarnia Sting this weekend.
3 top 9 forwards. It's, credit to our guys and our depth that we've been able to keep going and get a huge point there. Obviously, Greentree's our captain and leading scorer, so it'll be nice to get him back Saturday.
Now, here's a fun one coming up this weekend for boxing fans. Central Park Athletics is hosting the provincial championships this weekend, starting tomorrow. Saturday night will be the featured return of Rosalind Canty, who is now living and going to school in Scotland.
When I'm in Scotland, I'm very homesick. I miss my family and my dog.
Rosalind Canty is back home at Border City Boxing, getting ready for the provincial championships. She left this summer to Scotland for Teachers College.
It's a 2-year program here and a 1-year program over there. So I did my 3-year program for concurrent ed here, and then I switched over, and now I'm doing my 1 year there. So in 6 months, I'll be a teacher.
Scotland is known for many things, including Highland cows, which is on Canty's bucket list.
I really want to go to the Highlands because I want to see some cows.
Canty wants to pet some Highland cows while channeling that Highland grit. Canty has been hitting the books and boxing to stay sharp and strong. Her coach, Andre Georges, feels the Scottish influence has helped her.
Even though we've taught her that before, she heard it from him. It's like something different, right? Hearing it from someone's voice. So it's always good to have other coaches somewhere else, right?
I'm really blessed, really lucky to be able to do that, to go over to Scotland to get my degree, and while still boxing and training and getting better in boxing and in school.
Canty is halfway through the Olympic cycle, and a win Saturday night in the final will help keep her moving in the right direction.
She's already jumped to that next level, and now she's got to stay here, and boom, in 2 years, for sure, she's going to be in the Olympics, 100%.
And finally tonight, it's the Toronto Blue Jays trying to avoid falling into a deep hole in Seattle. They trail the ALCS 2-0. Stephanie, time for the Jays to get on the horse.
Okay, what are your predictions?
I'm predicting I'm going to become a Tigers fan again. Listen, they're Canada's team. They have to pull one off. I mean, come on. Tigers took them to 5. The Jays have to win at least one game in this series. Come on.
Okay, Bob Bellacicco on the sidelines tonight. Thank you, Bob.